Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 5, Episode 8. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. I'm going to be rocking this type of head scarf situation for a while because I've been twisting up my hair, and I realized if I don't have this scarf on, I look like Proposition Joe from season 2 of The Wire. And that is in no way cute at all. If y'all don't know who that is, I'm going to try to put up a little picture like somewhere here in the video to show y'all what my hair look like. So yeah, no shade to Proposition Joe. I'm just saying that's how my hair turned out. Like, I want my hair to be in twists. Now, this is a whole side note. I know y'all did not come here to hear about me and my struggle with my hair, but I just wanted to just have my hair in some chunky twists. And I realized doing that it does not look right on me. Mini twist, yes. Chunky twist, I don't know if it's my hair texture, if I'm making too big or too small of sections, but it's just not looking right. So this is what we're going to be rocking with for now alone. Now, we're going to get into what y'all came here to talk about, if I can get my words out, is Real Housewives of Potomac. So, Candace, she in the studio, and she is singing something other than Happy Birthday, which I was grateful for that. She is singing some song that she sung to Chris at their wedding, but she has remixed it, and she actually does have a pretty decent voice. I was like, okay, like, she is always randomly starting out singing. She is always singing Happy Birthday, except she didn't do that to, Monique, on her actual birthday or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. But she does have a really nice voice. She gets at the booth, thanks everybody. She's telling Chris that she is in a better space. She just wants to be around people who are positive. And Monique is no longer that. And she is officially done with her life. The last straw was being at the lake house and Monique putting 20 on 10. That was her draw. Like, she no longer wants to participate in all of the ugliness of which is going on. I was like, okay, when you done, you done. I couldn't understand that. Like, I just do not have the time or the energy to be going through some mess like that. So I'm just going to remove what I consider negativity from my life. Now, Ashley and Michael, they go to lunch to discuss what he was up to while she was at the lake house. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, the night before, she got a text from both Monique and Robin about an article that showed Michael in his boxer drawers. And I was like, hold up now. Monique, I thought we were staying out of people's marriages and relationships. Is this not what you told Candace, like, the last episode, that you was tired of people getting into other people's relationship? How was this any different from Candace sitting down with Ashley and telling her, I got these text messages that says A, B, C, and D? How is that any different from you sending an actual article with Michael in his boxer drawers? Can somebody explain that to me? I don't know. But when Ashley gets this call, she immediately calls Michael and tells him to get his hind parts home. We need to talk right now. I don't care if you in a meeting. You need to get home right now. Now, the story that Michael says is that him and his homeboys, they was out, they was drinking, they was at a strip club, met said strippers. They was like, hey, we finna go over here and chill. So they went somewhere else to chill. The stripper was like, hey, do you want to get a hotel room? This is when things get fuzzy to Michael, according to him. Because, I guess he agreed because he wake up in his boxing drawers and look over, and it is a woman who is not Ashley, and he is in a room that is not his house. So when he gets up to go check his phone to see what time it is, said stripper took a picture of him and then went and sold it to the blogs. That's his story. But I'm like, so you was okay at the strip club, maybe had a few drinks. Then y'all went to somewhere else, maybe had a few more drinks. This stripper, he admitted that he was wrong. He should have been around the stripper. But this stripper's like, hey, let's go to a hotel room. And you was like, I guess this is where he got fuzzy and he didn't remember, but I like, something happened because he ended up in his boxer drawers. He didn't just like pass out drunk, or hey, maybe the stripper realized he was passed out drunk and took his clothes off so she can sell pictures. I don't know, but it looking kind of fuzzy right about now. But Ashley does admit that it was once upon a time when they was out somewhere and she seen a girl that she liked, and they both agreed to bring said girl back to their hotel room, back to their house, wherever they took her. And that was an agreement that they had. But it wasn't no, hey, you go out there and you do your thing. It was I cannot talk this morning. Y'all, I just woke up. Forgive me. This was a joint agreement that they had. What Michael's doing is you doing stuff on your side. And this is where Ashley has a problem. Now, Michael, he getting mad and he wanting to stop filming it this time because they spreading all their tea. He don't want the world to be knowing what him and Ashley is up to. So he's like, yeah, we got to cut this out right about now. Now, moving over to Robin. You know, she got to catch Giselle up on what happened at the lake house after she left, and how Monique went off on Candace because she was busy telling Ashley about Michael instead of toasting marshmallows with everybody else. She was Robin, she was out here trying to be messy. And she was trying to send an article to Charisse and accidentally send it to Ashley. And then she had to like cover it up like, oh, what do we do about this type of situation? But now I'm like, see, this is a lesson in when you want to be out here being messy. Make sure that whoever you send in the text message to, that is them. Even go far as to look at past the previous text and make sure that is that person. Look over your text and make sure the spelling is right before you send it. And make sure you send it to the right person. Because she out here trying to be messy and then send it to the wrong person. But Monique was like, she don't know what's wrong. Not Monique. Giselle's like, she don't know what was wrong with Monique putting 20 on 10. I was like, I do not know. She was doing the most. Like, y'all was out there toasting marshmallows. Y'all wasn't out there trying to mend friendships and having like a therapist or a coach or hey, maybe an intuitive come out to help y'all out. Y'all was out there toasting marshmallows. So, we're going to move on to the Monique. She's telling Chris about, she has this whole podcast situation coming up, this whole event, but she's only sold 20 tickets out of 300, and it spent $200,000. I was like, that seems like a lot for your first event. Now, mind you, I don't plan events and go to events like that for real, so I don't know the cost. But I was thinking, like, if this is your first event, start off small to gauge how things are going to go, and then build from there. People like, well, that was a nice event, I would like to go to that again, and then spend the more money. But right off the bat, $200,000, that seemed like a lot. And I'm trying to get into the space where I'm not going to be counting people's money for them. I'm not going to be spending their money for them. I've tried my best, and I've failed quite a few times. If you've seen my past videos, of like, counting people's money and judging, not so much as judgment, but like questioning like how much money they spending on certain things. So I'm gonna stop doing that. As long as you got the money, you not coming to me after you didn't spend all this money, coming to me asking for money, then I'm gonna try to keep my mouth shut. The key word is try. But Chris suggested she scale back to save some money, but she ain't trying to hear that. Once she got her mindset on something, she got her mindset on something. But now she is mad because Candace has backed out of speaking at said event. Now, she and Candace have not been getting on for these past episodes. And I'm actually kind of surprised that she would have Candace on the panel, because this is a Not for Lazy Moms podcast situation event. And Candace is not a mom. She's a stepmom, yeah, but she is not a mom. So I don't really know why she was, there to speak anyway. But I guess they was friends at the time, so she wanted to have her speaking. I don't know. But now she got to go back and spend more money to get new flyers without Candace's face on it. Now, she's already mad and talking about some Candace ain't even had a honeymoon. Now, this is the second time in this episode that she has mentioned how Candace didn't even go on a honeymoon. Candace doing all this, but she hasn't been on a honeymoon. First, she did it when she was with the people she were working with to get the podcast together, was saying that. I'm like, first of all, these people don't know Candace, do they? I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. So why are you telling she ain't been on a honeymoon? Maybe they didn't want to go on a honeymoon. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe, I don't know, filming got in the way of them getting on the honeymoon. Because it seemed like they started filming right after the reunion. I don't know when filming started. Let me not trying to justify things in my mind. I don't know. They ain't going on the honeymoon. But I just don't know why she's bringing it up for the second time this episode. So, we're at Giselle's. I'm celebrating because I've won this literary award, and she wants to be known as Jill, the literary award winner. You gonna be Giselle to me. Ashley gets in and she tells them the story that Michael told her what happened. She believes that he got drunk and passed out, and she admits, but they're questioning, okay, he said this happened. Is this him saying this after the article came out? Because, like, the article had been out for a while before I sent it to you. So, is he trying to get his ducks in a row? We don't know. She does admit that they had a threesome, like, some time ago with a woman. All this other stuff. They just think Michael out here cheating, and it's not right for him to do that. Ashley just had a baby. She was going through some type of postpartum depression. And after you done doggone it, they told her that she needed to take her baby with her while she goes on this girls trip. You was out here cheating. Now, yeah, I don't even know how the subject turned. But all of a sudden, Candace and Monique, they're getting into it. Candace, she is tapping on the wine glass like she always does. Happens to have a knife in her hand like she has before. She's over there. This is the knife. This is the glass. Okay, everyone. Let's get things together. Let's stop. Let's not do this. She is trying to, like, okay, next subject, please. Let's just not go there. And she still has the knife in her hand. At this point, the knife is basically her hand. I don't think she was right out here ready to slice and dice and cut anybody who got in her way. I do not think that's what it is. It's just that she had the knife in her hand when she was tapping the glass. Once the glass was taken away from her by, I believe, Wendy, she just still had the knife in her hand and she was using it as she was speaking. But anyways, she's saying she loves Monique, but she will not be going to an event. You did not say goodbye to me at the lake house. I thought that was rude. That was my last straw. You've been trying to with me. Now, I will admit, Candace was getting on my nerves last season. She really was. She was getting into it with everybody. But this season, since we gon' just forget what everybody done past season, we on a new season and all that, you know, I guess after a season, that's written off on your I'm being messy credit. She has been calm. When there's a situation arising and she doesn't want to go there, she has been leaving the situation and just going somewhere else. When people are trying to make her go there, she doesn't go there, she goes over here. So I've been appreciating that. But this episode, she had a little bit of drink in her. And she had a little bit enough. And Monique is sitting over there, what you talking about? She's like, when I left your lake house, you didn't even say goodbye to me. She was like, child, I was asleep. She said, something about I'm woke, I'm this, I'm that. She said, you wasn't woke that night. She's like, I was tired. I am a mom. You wouldn't know nothing about that. She's like, oh, so you're like child shaming me, like non-mom bashing me? Is that what we're doing? She was a little bit drunk. But Monique has been trying it with her this whole season, like I said. What I particularly liked about this episode is when these two were going at it, the extras was turning around like, child, what's going on, girl? You see that? Yeah. They wasn't just eating their food, like ruckus wasn't going on in the background. They was turned around like, child, y'all see that? Ooh, look at that. What you said, girl? They was doing all of that, and I really appreciated that because I could not stand on these reality shows when a fight is breaking out and the people in the background, the extras, are sitting there like nothing is going on. I really do appreciate that. But Candace, she was on one, had a little bit of drink in her system. She's in the back with her drink. She's talking loud. She's doing this, that, and the third. Now, y'all, I know we have yet to get to the fight. We've seen like a little bit of small clip of it. But I did go into the season, because, you know, we heard about this like a while before the season started. I went into the season assuming that Candace was the reason that the altercation happened in the first place. And now I'm starting to think maybe it was Monique. Monique has been mad at Candace since episode 1 when Candace invited Charisse to her anniversary, and it has gone downhill from then. And the funny thing is, Charisse isn't on the. I guess it's because Charisse isn't on the show. She can't take her frustrations out on Charisse, so she's gonna take it out on Candace because she invited Candace to an event that she was having when she's having beef with Charisse. Now, I don't know where I heard this from, but it seems like it wasn't Charisse. It was somebody else that was spreading the lies. It was Charisse going up to people like, girl, did you hear what they said? I guess she didn't initially bring out the rumor and spread it, but in her own roundabout way, she was like fueling it by, I guess, bringing it to the group. I don't know, but it wasn't Candace who did it, but Candace is getting all the smoke, and I don't understand why. It seemed like all this anger that she has somewhere else, she's bringing it all to Candace, and I don't think that is fair to Candace, because Candace this season has not done anything wrong. So y'all, that was just. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, $4.99. Make sure your notifications are on so with my beautiful face. Puts up a video. You can click on it. You can like it. You can share it with your people. And you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.